Hello adventurers and welcome back to Minecraft Adventures. As you can see, the beautiful sight of the sunrise has set our foes ablaze, and so we continue our search for a village. I'm feeling pretty good about this spot. I'm not saying we will find a village, but at the very least it's a good place to look. I didn't see any hints of civilization on my nighttime sail, but of course, that doesn't mean we should give up hope. And indeed, there could be something out here. Only time will tell. Just gotta watch out for holes in the ground. My worst enemies. Okay, so maybe I should make my way up to one of these desert hills, mountains even, and see our surroundings, because the plains aren't going to have any hills, so I should take advantage of a hill while I have it. The desert can be treacherous when you're playing like this in particular, because you can't build any shelter here, because I don't have any, I can't place down blocks, and there's no trees, so to speak. So not only can I not get wood, but I can't use the shelters that I've been using, so I'm kind of in a bad spot if I'm caught here at night. But I plan on moving on before nightfall. Here we go. Oh. But of course, there are desert villages and plains villages. Those are the only two biomes that I know of for sure that can spawn villages. So that's why I'm so excited about checking this area out. They might spawn in other biomes as well. I don't know that. If you know, let me know, so that I can broaden my search. I don't see anything in particular in this part of the desert. I say we make our way over to the plains and hop on one of those desert hills over there. See if we find anything. We've got time on our side right now. We're still heading west, which is good. I got a bit turned around the first few days. I wasn't totally being consistent or paying attention to what direction I was heading in, so if you asked me to find my spawn now, I couldn't even begin to tell you. But the last few nights, we have been heading, and days, we have been heading west, so that's been consistent. And we did survive our 5th night, so I'm feeling pumped. Let's hope that I'm not overconfident. Looks like a savanna down that way from the look of those trees. Oh, it'd be really great to find a village soon. We've seen so many great things I want to explore. Many exciting things. Let's see if we can make it on top of one of these hills. This one's going to be tricky, isn't it? Okay, here we go. To the very top. Okay, the plains might actually end, which is disappointing, but down that way the desert continues. There's something brown over there. I can't quite tell what that is. It's probably nothing, but it might be worth checking out. Let's check out the plains real quick, but I think it might end. I think it might just be like a peninsula. You know what? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to waste my time. Let's go this way. Because I did see more plains down this way to the north when I was on the boat. I did ride my boat quite a bit around, but oh yeah, it's just dirt. It's just dirt. Nothing to get excited about. I do want to stop and eat. I'm running low on pork chops, but that's okay. I've got plenty of mushroom stew, and that's even better than pork chops. So I'm not too worried about food right now. I do want to make sure I get out of this desert by nightfall. Otherwise we could be in some serious trouble. Because I don't really trust the natural cabins around here. The other thing I could do is make another boat, if I have enough wood. And just kind of sail away from the desert. Looks like some large hills over there. Oh, Savannah Hills. I think it's called Extreme Hills or something like that, the technical term. Could be a good area to get a look. I don't know if in Savannah villages can spawn. I would think so because they're very... Oh. Oh, mighty notch of Minecraft. Is that what I think it is? Caution to the wind. Caution to the wind. Sprint. I think I've found a village. After 5 nights and 5 days of searching, we have found a small, it looks like, but hopefully friendly and hospitable and inhabited village. It's a lot of... It's sort of like on the outskirts of the desert. I like that. The question is there anyone here? I think I see a villager in there. Hello? Any dangers? Good day. Good day. Nice to meet you. Hello. Good day. Oh. So, is this gonna work though? It's very small. I fear it might not be enough. Because they don't have a farm, and if they don't have a farm, I don't think they expand. Which is really bad news. Really bad news. Because if they don't expand, I can't... Oh, they do have a farm. Maybe it will work. Does it tell me their job? Because I was reading a bit on the cleric, okay. I was reading a bit on the villager mechanics. Shepherd. That's no good. I don't think this is going to work. Ah, that's so disappointing. But it is on the savannah, so maybe the savannah is a good place to look for more villages. Oh, I'm so distraught. I don't know if this will work. I really don't. I'll tell you what. I think this is what I'll do. I think I'll stay here. And as far as I'm concerned, I've fulfilled my end of the bargain in terms of the rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself some gear, some proper gear. Maybe even try to mine a little bit, and maybe try to expand the village if I can. If it doesn't work, then I'll move on to try to find a new village, because ultimately what I want is a village that will be expandable. And with only 3 villagers, and only one of them who's a shepherd, and no farmer, I don't know that I can expand this village. And so we're kind of like this might be a dead end. And if that's the case, I want to move on. But in the meantime, I'm going to set up a base camp here, try to expand it, see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll move on, and also try to do a little mining. Maybe get some iron, see if I can get some iron armor, get some better tools, get some weapons, maybe a bow, something like that, and defend this village for what it's worth. But this may not be my permanent residence till the end of my days. So we've found a good place to start, but I don't know that we're going to stay here. That's basically what I'm saying. There are a few changes that I'm going to have to make if we stay here for any matter of time. So let's start working on that. First things first, I'm going to need a workbench, unless they've already got one. Perfect. They're also going to need some lights around here, because I bet this place gets real dark at night. I'm going to make myself some more sticks. And like I said, as long as I'm in this village, the rules are in village mode, meaning I can carry stuff in my inventory, I can craft whatever I want, mine whatever I want, anything. Once I leave this village, if I leave, and by leave the village, I mean strictly off to find another village. Not like if I just leave to go to a mine or go on an adventure or whatever. But if I abandon this village, that's a better way of putting it. If I abandon this village, I will not let myself craft with stone or make furnaces anymore, but I will allow myself to carry whatever I want out of this village. So I gotta take, while I'm here, I gotta take the time to like harvest stone, harvest wood, maybe make myself some arrows and a bow. Maybe grab myself some iron if I can. Does that make sense to everybody, the rules? I'm trying to make them as clear as I can. It's getting dark out here. I'm gonna light this up a little bit, make sure that we're safe. Guys, these guys have some torches. Back in the day, the village torches didn't work. It looks like they're working now. So hopefully they fixed that. But I do remember back in the day the torches not working. Yeah, everybody come on in. Please don't screw around with the doors too much. Okay, so I've got some wood. I wish I'd gotten some stone. Make myself some stone things. Wonder if it's too late. I know I'm getting bold. I don't think this is a great idea. Oh, it's so sad that this village is so small. If only it was a little bigger. I like it that it's small, but I don't... Oh god, okay. Alright, I'm good. Let's just stay in here. Hello. Yeah, so... I'm gonna have some food. Yeah. So we'll wait here tonight, and then in the morning we'll find some stone. I think what I'm going to want to do is expand, maybe make a couple houses, just a couple small houses, kind of like huts, and see if they begin to grow, see if the village expands at all. If it doesn't, I'll move on. But before I move on, I want to make myself stone tools. Let's make a list tonight of the things I want to do. I want to make a stone tools. I want to make, if I can, a bow. That may require me to stay here a few nights, wait for spiders. I'm not going to fight any spiders, although I've got some stone swords at least. Maybe some iron armor, that would be really nice. Maybe even iron tools. So I'm going to get decked out in this village. And if it expands, I'll stay here. If it doesn't, I'll move on. But I will, you know, maybe try to make sure that they have doors everywhere. And, like, I don't want them to die or anything. I just don't necessarily want to stay here with them. It doesn't seem very safe if I can't expand it. So yeah, this will be a project for a few episodes probably. You know, I'll be building them little houses, just little huts. I more or less am familiar with the mechanics of what counts as a house and what doesn't. So I'll build them some houses and see if they expand. I don't think they will because they don't have a farmer. They just have a shepherd, and I don't think that works. I think they need a farmer. I could be wrong. Oh gosh, what's happening? He's trying to get into the church. Oh gosh. Don't go out there, friend. Is that an Enderman? What's that sound? Where are you, friend? Oh. Shepherd? The nights here must be terrifying for you guys without a wall or anything. But yeah, I'll build them a few huts, see if it works. And in the meantime, I'll supply myself, really deck myself out. Maybe even build a bed here in case I die. That way I can come back here while I continue my search for a bigger village. This is all, of course, provided that I don't want to stay here permanently. And then eventually I'll hit the road again if this village doesn't work out. But with a bed, I'll have a checkpoint so that I won't have to restart the series if, Jesus. So that I won't have to restart the series. What are you... I really wish you wouldn't do that, friend. I really do. Do you need me to block out the door? I will put a block there if that's what you want. I do not want to risk myself. Okay. Behave yourself. You have lived here probably your whole life. You should know how dangerous the nights here can be. think somebody just got hit. That sounded like somebody took damage. There's only 3 villagers. I really don't think this is going to work out. Oh. Oh yeah, they're dead. Crap. I would see if this was my village. Like if this was the village I chose to go to. I'm gonna go ahead and if this was the village that I had chosen to remain a resident of, I would have gone out and protected them. That would have been part of my duty and part of my quest, you know, just protect my village and make sure everybody stays okay. But I just don't have the gear for that right now. I don't have the means to do that right now. Don't break that block, friend. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to move on. But like I said, I will stay here for a few nights. Enough to get myself some good gear. Enough to maybe make myself a bed. So that if I do die at some point, I can restart at this checkpoint. I think that's fair. You know, I'm not really playing super hardcore, like I said at the beginning of the series. So I think that's fair, considering the rest of my rules. Because I doubt you guys want to see me restart the series anyway, or not do it again, you know? So we'll do that. I'll make myself a bed, make myself some good tools, stone, try to get myself some armor. I'm sure I can find some sort of cave or mine, or make my own around here. Lots of cliffs around here, so hills. It's gonna be tricky getting out of here. And I'll build them some houses, but at this point, well, actually, I'm only going to build them houses if I see that there are more than villagers than just this guy left, because if it's just the shepherd, I'm sorry, friend, but there's nobody to reproduce with. It's just, I don't know why your friends decided opening the door when a zombie was at the door was a good idea. I don't think he knocked down the door. I think they opened it. You opened it a couple times. Luckily, I was here to close it. To put that block there. I don't want to die. Really don't want to die tonight. There's an Enderman out there. This creeper right outside this house could be an issue. But yeah, I'm beginning to think this village isn't going to work out. I need to find a bigger one. But if it works even just as a checkpoint, that would be worth it. Because then I can just, you know, not to say I won't be careful, but if I do die, I can just start from here without having to restart the whole map or delete and start over. Like, the series can continue and live on, you know? So making a bed and making some stone tools is the priority. Actually, making stone tools is the priority, because to make a bed I'll need shears. So I'll need iron. So stone is my priority for tomorrow. Stone and iron. I wonder how late it is. I can't see the moon from here. I'm not even sure what direction I'm facing actually. Okay, so that must be west. Okay. But now I know that villages can be found in savannas. At least I think this counts as a savanna, because it's right on the desert border, but the desert villages, I think, are made out of sandstone anyway, so I'm pretty sure that this is not a desert village. I could be remembering that wrong. Feel free to correct me. I really am not super familiar with the villager mechanics. I know a little bit about it. I know how to build the houses so that they qualify. I know that they breed if there's enough houses and if there's enough food, but they need a farmer, I think. Alright, well, another night passed. That's our 6th night that we survived. Luckily we'll be able to get out of here okay. There's a lot of zombies out there. And creepers. So, I'm not looking forward to getting out of here, let me tell you. And I think this guy may be a little upset because I think he may be the only survivor. Gonna live a hermit lifestyle. There's definitely a zombie in the church, which is interesting. I wonder if it's one of the zombies, one of the villagers that got converted or turned into a zombie, or if it's a zombie that went in there to kill a villager. It's hard to say. He's got like an enchanted something. Alright, well they're burning, so this will be a good spot to leave it. So tomorrow I'll be looking for stone and iron. Those are my priorities right now. There are pigs around here. I can cook up some pork. And I hope you guys join me again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in Minecraft Adventures, if we can get out of here.